I've been traveling around the US reviewing malls, and I gotta say that the Arizona malls here in the Phoenix, Scottsdale, Chandler area are some of the nicest I've come across. You know, compared to Denver's are kind of a bit more dilapidated and old, whereas the ones in like Georgia are especially like, run down. It feels like they're like 50 years old. The ones in Florida are nice, but while I love the tropical tree things in Florida, they have them here too. And the ones in Florida are just not as expansive as the ones in Arizona. There's just so many more shops here. They all seem lively. They seem like there's activity here. And they're not, there's this business going on. So in general, I really like the malls in Arizona. I think they're top notch. They remind me of some in Maryland and Virginia that have a similar vibe, but here it seems like unlike in Maryland and Virginia, there's more activity, there's more demand, and the businesses aren't really struggling as much. When you compare them to the malls in like Charlotte, North Carolina, those are kind of like, Charlotte especially seems like a city that was built in the last 5 to 10 years. So there's a lot of new stuff in the Charlotte malls, but there's not a lot of people moving out. It's almost kind of like a ghost town in a way compared to something like here. Now everything's relative, so you may be like, well, I live in Arizona and these malls aren't that good. I mean, depending on your comparison set point, it may not seem that way, but you fly to Tampa or Georgia or Charlotte, that's a different story. You might be like, oh, it's actually maybe even worse there. So that's my review.